Well, hello there, YouTube. This is kind of an unusual morning vlog, and I'm taking an unusual route to work. The reason being is for a couple miles of the little highway I got to go down to make it to the freeway. They've tarred and graveled it. There's the cedar mill, and I'm not picking up anything off of it. Winds are going the wrong way. Man, I have got to talk to those guys about getting out there. Time is wasting quickly. But yeah, they tarred and graveled a few miles of the damn road, and I don't want to pick up a rock in the belt, or not to mention it's just this dusty, nasty mess. They did half of that highway. Please don't tell me I'm seeing a construction sign up here. I hope they didn't do it to this road also. But it's just somebody with a red shirt. They did half of the highway last year, which I was very happy to see, because before they had tarred and graveled it, they blew out a bunch of cracks and stuff where the ground freezes and water, the typical stuff that happens to roads, and they laid tar in there, which produces them lovely tar snakes. And it doesn't normally get hot enough out here that the heat makes them slippery around here, but when they get wet, whew, they are scary on a motorcycle. In fact, they're so slippery that it just kind of makes me wonder how it can be legal that you can put something like that on the ground without huge warnings. Here's a little bridge over the creek I stop at a lot. It's not that pretty of a creek. I don't know, I just like to see the water, I guess. But anyway, this kind of diverts me, kind of takes me off of that section of the highway where it's been tarred and graveled. Plus, it's something different. You guys like something different. Well, really, it's not that different. It's the same thing. I'm just going a different direction. So the new Spyder that's going to be 2015 model, it's called the F3. Now that's a different looking Spyder. That'll draw a younger crowd to them. Well, hello there, YouTube. I am now on the return trip home, taking my little detoured route to avoid the tar and gravel that's on a portion of the road that I normally take home. Now that's the Jeepers Creepers house. I am not kidding you. That's really, I don't know, that scares me. I mean, it absolutely looks like it's an abandoned house that's about to fall down, and you'll see a horse. You never see a car there. There'll be a horse out there every once in a while. But man, you drive by and lights are on. I'm surprised that thing's not condemned. But we all got to do what we got to do. So we got some really sad news today. Kind of a bummer. A co-worker, become a friend of mine, known him for 13 years now, and worked with him most of those through Pro Caliber. It used to be called Longview Motorsports. Anyway, I learned this morning that he had passed away. He was only 56 years old. Last week he had had a massive heart attack and been in the hospital. And the rumor I heard is that he had got pneumonia, and I think his weakened state after the heart attack, the pneumonia took him out. But man, how quick you go from hero to zero, man. It's just a flash. We are a very, very fragile species. You just never know when your number's coming up. I don't know the details, you know, if he was sitting at home or, you know, I have no idea when it happened. Well, I have an idea when it happened, but I mean, was it in the middle of the night? Did he wake up from it? Was he just sitting there watching TV? Sitting at the dinner table? I don't know anything, you know. But, man, what a shocker. His name was Sam. I won't say his last name. If you hang around my social media stuff, I'm sure you'll catch it somewhere. I didn't even, you know, I've looked several times for Facebook stuff, and come to find out he actually opened up one last year by the looks of it. Didn't post hardly anything on it. I don't think he was into that kind of thing. But, jeez. Another thing too, you know, at work I get email notifications with, you know, comments and subscribers and all that stuff. I'm sure you guys do the same thing. Your phone's ringing off the hook. But anyway, I just kind of flash through and I kind of sort the emails on my phone and into different folders, you know, comments, subs, emails, whatever. And anyway, I've seen a couple of, yeah, you guys are joking around, but the video on the DR, that's kind of a little, I just threw that out there just for shits and giggles. I normally, number one, when I'm feeling a little silly like that, I don't even turn the recorder on. I don't even want to have it on tape to, you know, even be so inclined to. And normally I would take a left and it's real pretty, but that'll put me in the gravel. So anyway, I don't do that a lot. You know, I'm like everybody, I get a little silly every once in a while, and you know, I literally used to just, when I tell you it's amazing I'm still alive, things I did when I was a kid, just stupid. Just plain stupid. But anyway, that wasn't too crazy, so I decided it was just a one-cut wonder. I turned the camera on, and I mean, it's really nothing, but I don't normally, you know, if I do record something like that, I have no intentions of ever putting it up. You know, it's things I've done on the Iron and 72 and things that I did record, but I'm not going to post them things. Usually I don't record it. I just turn the camera off. I know I'm about to do something stupid. I don't, like I say, I don't want to be tempted to get into, you know, like people saying a sportster don't do wheelies and shit like that, to get into some, which I wouldn't do anyway. I think you guys, the ones that follow me, know me better than that by now. I don't get into these little troll spats, you know, conversations like, oh, Sportster doesn't go 120 miles an hour. They won't do a wheelie. Well, you know, look on YouTube. I don't need to show you anything. Anyway, that's not normally stuff I post, so if I offended you or made you think less of me for showing just a little bit of hooliganism there, I do want to apologize. I haven't looked at all the comments. If I get flamed on it pretty bad, I'm just going to yank it. I'll just delete. But that's fine. I wasn't doing anything stupid. You know, I can go stupid, but it's really rare. You get older and wiser, and anyway, I just bring that up. You know, just been thinking all day today, you know, that about everything, you know, life, and you work your butt off to, you know, try to achieve some point in your career or whatever. You know, they've got some goals, and you see all these young guys all, you know, fighting over each other, you know, trying to stab one another in the back to, you know, move into different positions, and most of them end up there and have no damn business being there. I've never, honest to God, never asked for any position I've ended up in. Now I'm in, you know, and I think about this stuff a lot too. I'm like, you know, the rat race just isn't worth it. Really, it's not. In the end, you're gone. You know, obviously, you know, if you leave before your wife and whatnot, you want her to be taken care of. So you know, you take those kind of, you know, financial steps and whatnot. But for the most part, why are you killing yourself? I mean, having things, you know, having that new motorcycle isn't worth, you know, putting yourself in some stressful job position, you know, usually management type positions. It's just not worth it, because in the end, you're just going to leave here anyway. Somebody else is going to be messing with your stuff. You know, you really can have just as much fun with absolute minimal stuff. And over the years, I've become that way too. I mean, just look at the camera. I mean, I just bought a camera. That's the first camera. There's never more than several months that goes by that I wasn't buying another camera, another lens, another thing of some sort. I have toned all that so far back. It's literally been almost 3 years. The last camera I bought was that Canon G1X, the large sensor point and shoot. I love the camera. It's just real slow, functional wise, you know. And when we were at Redstone Cabins there at Kodachrome Park in Utah, beautiful lightning storm come through, and I wanted to, you know, oh geez, I almost said his name, Triple X Deadhead and I wanted to take pictures of it, you know, these night shots, and got to talking about it, and you know, I was telling him, yeah, you can definitely take pictures of this. So we were goofing around. I was, you know, discussing how to set up his digital Rebel there to take those, and so off he went. And then I didn't have I had, you know, those little table tripods. I could have made it work, but the camera is so slow functioning in that kind of environment. You know, you take a 20. Wow, she was flaunting all of that, wasn't she? Damn, that girl thought she was all that and a whole bunch more. She was definitely all that, and she definitely had a bunch more covered, but all in the wrong damn way. But anyway, you know, yeah, it's a 20-second exposure. You know, the lens is fast enough and whatever. It takes the picture, does a good job. But shit, it takes a 20-second exposure, but I swear it takes a minute for it to process it. You know, I'm used to SLR stuff, you know, 20-second exposure. The shutter closes and you're ready for the next picture. Anyway, that's what got me on the whole. I'm not gonna get. I want that minimalistic kind of a camera where I can stick it in a coat pocket, shove it in a little bag, you know, stuff it in my backpack somewhere. I don't want to be lugging no damn SLR around. I did that for so many years, and you know what made it even worse is I would half the time carry everything. You know, I had this huge camera. I still have it. It's still full of stuff. You know, I pull it out and goof around. But as far as doing it for a living and all that stuff anymore, I don't do it anymore. I still get requests, and I just don't do it. You know, it always ends up being. One of my other videos I was talking about things come weird. It always ends up being this weird thing. You know, they all want you to come out there. Oh, they love your pictures, and oh, you did such a great job. Oh, I look so good, and we look so good, and whatever the case may be. You know, whether it's wedding portraits. Some people want architecture stuff, and whatever it may be. And then it comes to paying for it. Well, I just like to have these samples on a CD so I can decide which ones I want. And then even though you give them, that's a kingfisher that keeps flying out of that bush. You ought to see one of them things. Woo! Hit the water. They're awesome. I don't want to step away too far here. It's still in gear. Yep, river's still there. Still looks the same. I'm compelled to stop at that thing for some reason. I don't know if you guys remember my iron video when I came across that thing and it was wet. Them boards were literally like ice. That was crazy. I go to take off. Ooh, baby, she's slickery. Anyway, I don't mean to drag something on. I'm finding I don't need to have all the fastest camera, you know, the highest pixel density and widest dynamic range, and you know how many famous photographers take photographs with shit cameras. There's still a guy that posts pictures with an old Canon EOS 10D and a 28-135 lens. I mean, it's actually a decent lens. It's one of the what we refer to as a plastic fantastic. It's a plastic lens for the most part, but it does a fantastic job. But this guy does portraits. I mean, just landscape. Oh man, this guy's incredible. And here he is with that little 6.3 megapixel APS-C size censored camera. I still have my original 10D, by the way. She has about 130,000 frames shot through her. They're only, back then they were only supposed to last like 40 or 50,000 cycles before the shutter would conk. And yeah, I used the hell out of it. Good little tiny 1.8 inch screen. Anyway, just thinking of life and what's it all worth, you know, this rat race. You know, the job position is kind of a thing where it's just not a lot of stress, and I won't go into all the details of that, but man, do I need to get through there before the rains hit. Look how they've gravelled the roads through there. It's not all mud. Really need to do that. What I'd love to do if them roads are nice enough. I don't know why. I feel like I need to take the Road King through there. It's more fitting or something. The classic look of it, and wood and whatever. I know I'm just being weird, but I am a little weird. We're all just a skosh on the strange side, aren't we? Anyway, it's sad. I lost a friend and co-worker at such a young age. 56 is way the hell too soon to go. But it's making me, you know, take inventory, so to speak. I've been kind of doing that anyway, you know. Just don't need all these fancy things. I love my motorcycles and stuff. You know, if I can afford them, I'll buy them. But I'm not going to go crazy. You notice I'm not going out buying, you know, some, you know, $25,000 Harley. I'd love to have like a street glide or whatever, but man, by the time everything's said and done, that sucker probably cost you $24,000 bucks. Jesus Christ. I need a car for the wintertime. My wife wants a new truck instead of driving that 77 clunker around, you know. But anyway, I made way too long of a video just talking about a sad thing, but hopefully I didn't make it all kind of doom and gloom. So I really didn't think I finished the story, but I'm close enough to home and need to let you go. So thanks for watching. Take care, guys and gals. Have a wonderful day. Take care now.